Summerwalker, R&B songstress and noted sufferer of anxiety, is in the news. Do you know why she's in the news?
Why?
Because she has anxiety. You guys are supposed to laugh. It's really funny. Anyway, so Summerwalker.
I actually stopped laughing.
Wait, rewind this.
Yeah.
I say anxiety kind of
The
flat.
punchline was the worst part.
Just do it again, and then we'll do it.
Anyway, so Summerwalker, R&B songstress.
We're already laughing.
I'm trying to pitch the topic, alright?
Yeah.
So anyway, she's a pretty big star right now. Obviously, you guys know her. If you're listening to the podcast, you probably know Summerwalker. You've heard her album. It's a good album. So I guess the issue with Summerwalker, she suffers like from a pretty serious case of anxiety and all that. So it kind of throws a curveball with her being.
She said
big
that?
breakout arm. Yeah.
Okay.
Have you seen an interview with her before? It's extremely awkward.
It's kind of awkward, yeah.
Like
I thought it was a gimmick.
I thought it was a gimmick too. It's not a gimmick. So like,
because her album is called Overit.
yeah.
Yeah, the guy from Journey had that too.
What?
Yeah, but
The lead singer.
there's
Lead
a lot
singer.
of there's a lot
Not
of
at
artists.
first, but you know.
No, he had to quit the band because he just had so much stage fright and anxiety coming
let's
out.
talk about
on
Maxwell.
There's
stage.
not Maxwell. Maxwell couldn't perform for a long time.
Yeah.
He's still alive.
Yeah.
He's not like.
He just stopped believing for a while.
Yeah.
He did, unfortunately.
He still doesn't believe. That's
I
what.
think he's had a few different
They got some American
reunions, but it's like it's not
whoever he
GOG.
is.
Oh, okay.
Adam
So anyway,
something.
Summer Walker. All right. Summer Walker. She has so she's suffering from anxiety.
Adam Levine. I think that's who it is. No.
Adam Levine is lead
That
singer
is-
from Maroon 5.
you're right,
I'm pretty
correct.
sure.
You didn't
He's
copy
probably a
her.
very
I
big
was
star.
Very accurate on that one.
Very big star.
He is.
Like, sorry, Maroon 5 Hive. Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
But yeah.
Might be.
So Summer Walker is suffering from anxiety, and it's one of those things where, like, if you see her perform, she's very low energy, Ted, low energy Jeb, you know, like Jeb Bush.
Gotcha.
Sorry, okay. Anyway, she's very low energy, and like she's like it's like Darian said, her album is called Overit. She likes making music, but not per se everything that goes into being a celebrity. So like, I guess the problem is that when you're a celebrity musician, you're selling yourself, right? You're selling your art, you're selling your music. So she's on tour right now, and her tours don't have great reviews because she doesn't have any stage presence. There's a video of her performing with Usher, and Usher comes out, and Usher's all, "I'm Usher," da, da, da. She's just in the background doing like a little two-step, and it's just like really bad. So anyway, so in addition to her normal tickets, she's selling meet and greets. And if you ever been to an artist meet and greet, you pay extra money. It's usually like $30, $40, $50 more. You go to the show early, and then you meet the artist, and you get like a little chance to talk to them in an intimate setting, take a picture, da da da. So anyway, she sold that for her tour. People got there. She moved the meet and greet to like after the show was over, and apparently it lasted like 5 minutes. Like she just came out to the line, and they told everybody to get their phones out, and just take one big group picture. Yeah, right. So it's one of those things where it's like, as a fan, what can you realistically expect from an artist? You know what I mean? Like, because at the end of the day, they are human beings. But I guess my thing is, it's one thing like. Because she's not the first artist that has anxiety, right?
No.
So, like, she's selling an album, and she's selling a project, and the music's good, that's
She's selling
fine.
herself.
And she's selling a concert, and if you buy a ticket to a concert, you're just expecting just to get her to perform her songs, if she does. And if she sucks, whatever, that's when you... But if you're selling meet and greets for $30, $40 more than normal tickets, that's not have a problem with that. I think that's really capitalistic and just very, very wrong. So... What do you guys think about that?
I would say don't do it. You know?
So don't do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
Don't do the meet and greets.
if you tried it out and it's not your thing,
Yeah,
then I would say don't do it. Why disappoint your fans that way? You know.
I was gonna ask, has she done multiple, or was it just the first one was very
It's
awkward?
part of each
that,
tour, right?
You know,
Yeah, I think it's every show.
I mean,
I guess
every show.
I guess that one was the one that just got really bad, or it was bad enough for somebody to make up. Because somebody made an Instagram post about it, saying, "Oh, I'm so disappointed. I idolized you and all
first
that."
time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me. Because I don't know, just if she has that bad of an anxiety, she wouldn't want her managers, whomever is setting this stuff up. Hey, I don't like this. I want nothing to do with it. I don't even like performing on stage. I just like writing and playing music. But that could be something for that piece of it that she could eventually get over. But if it's severe enough, yeah, I could probably see in that be.
But I guess the problem is like clearly she likes the money. I think she said that in Instagram
who
post.
doesn't?
She said she was over it, all of it. But it's like you like the money, right? It's just,
Or maybe she really just likes making music. She just doesn't like the celebrity that comes
Well,
along with
yeah,
it. But
and that-
then you should switch
Making
over
her
to be a
agent on a private
songwriter.
jet told her, hey, you like this, you're gonna get over it. Don't worry, you like the money.
Yeah.
Right?
Listen, if she's being forced to do all this, that's really wrong and all. But I mean, if it's one of those things where like she doesn't like it, but you like the money, This is what I was saying to myself in the car. If you work at a medical supply place that sells medical supplies to hospitals, and you hate your job, okay, that's cool. If you operate the Ferris wheel at National Harbor, you hate your job, whatever, cool. You're not selling yourself. You're just literally there, pressing a button, making a call, whatever. She's literally selling herself. Her product is herself, right? So you can, even if you have, because a lot of people are defending her saying, well, she has anxiety, you have to feel, but I have anxiety. Like, I have anxiety bad. Like, you know, every day is a struggle sometimes, but when you're selling yourself and you're selling a bad product to your fans, I feel like you can't just get an excuse and say, oh, I have anxiety, right? I mean,
Well, just to play devil's advocate, because technically her product was the album which she delivered on, but I get what you're saying about the meet and greets, like charging people and then not really giving like what they're paying for. But you got to think about it like this, just the latest out there. These people like sometimes make it to fame like very quickly. Like they're still like when they first starting out, they're dealing with a lot of their own personal issues. Sometimes they put it all into their songs or into their music. And so sometimes they blow up, like they get that random radio hit or they get that record deal or whatever they get nowadays. I don't even know. But like, and they still are dealing with these issues. And these issues, like, as I'm sure you guys know, they don't go away overnight. It takes like years of therapy to kind of iron out some of those issues,
practice
to conquer those fears. Like, she's very young. I don't know how old she is, but like to conquer those fears. So like when you go from like just being a normal girl writing songs to being a famous girl writing songs, like it's kind of like, how do I cope with this? I want to make my fans happy. I'm honored that these fans like are coming out to see me, but at the same time I just performed this show, like I'm really having a bad anxiety day, like I'm not feeling this, like I'm depressed or whatever. Like I just want to go back to my hotel or whatever. Like
I mean, anxiety can work both ways that way too, where it's like you can feel the anxiety of not being able to perform, but the anxiety of what will happen if you don't.
Right.
You know, like what if that's in her mind right now? You know, like, or when that happens, like, well, if I don't do this,
so
I just need to be here, and then she's kind of meeting somewhere in the middle.
yeah, and I definitely feel that way. I also feel bad for the people who paid their money to.
I do too.
I can't just look at it from her point of view. I have to look at it from everybody's point of view, right? Like she suffered. Trust me, I get all that, but she's also rewarded by, you know, I'm sure she's probably making at this point the 7 figures and all that as well.
I'm assuming a lot of that money's coming from people that haven't been a part of that and just like the music. You know, like in your car, listening to music, not thinking about those things like, oh, I like this in this moment.
Listen, I feel like if you go see her in concert, at that point, I feel like she's not going to be good. So, I mean, that's on you. Same thing, people go see Lauryn Hill on purpose and get mad when she's going to be late. Like, okay,
that's a good point.
I just think when you're selling like something specific for a meet and greet, you don't have to do meet and greets. Yeah. Now, listen, you're only doing meet and greets because those are very lucrative things to do. Right. That's why artists do them, and that's what I have a problem with. Like, you know, I understand the anxiety tip, but it's just like, you know, she's not the first artist with anxiety. We said Maxwell, you said the guy from Journey, Kurt Cobain had anxiety, like
Slash from Guns N' Roses.
I mean, she's also not the first performer to just not be a good performer.
Well, like, that too, that's what I'm saying. So like,
just they sound great on an album when they record, but when they go out on stage, and if they don't have anxiety,
or be a good people person. Like,
they can just sit there and be like, you know, they suck. Like, they just don't sound the same.
That's what I'm saying. If you buy a ticket, that's on you to take the risk.
Either way, people buy the ticket.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's no different than if you go to a Nats game. Like, me and Dante went to see the Nats play the Braves right before the season ended. They got crushed by the Braves. But now that we can go, God damn it, Anthony Rendon. I mean, you pay for a baseball game.
That's what I got.
But all the haters still won.
But if we bought tickets to a meet and greet afterwards, and we walked up to Steven Strasburg, and he was like shaving his beard and some shit and half-ass paying his attention, then we could be upset about that because we bought the extra experience to go. That's just
and I get being a fan like that. One time me and Dante was like in the Clippers like let out, like we was really excited to see Chris Paul, but he like
it's Chris Paul. He's the worst human being.
But still, like we expected from him. But still, it's the same situation. We knew that going in, but like you
walking out of a tunnel and just like
but the biggest thing about it is
if you are like back there for that party experience, you know, you want to see the players, and it's like Chris Paul's playing for the Clippers. They only come to DC once a year. So if you're only going to come once a year, then you should kind of be a little bit more.
Time, right?
I got see, that's different to me because I feel
it's fine. Man.
My
They won the game by 20. He had time.
Because I'm the opposite when it comes to stuff like that. I think more celebrities should tell. Cause like if you see a celebrity out and they're at dinner, leave them alone. They go to the bathroom, leave them alone.
It's different.
Man, he was after a game.
He wasn't charging for it. I mean, you do pay extra to go to the locker room. I mean, go to the locker room.
But they're not obligated to give you anything. Especially the away team. Damn, the away team not gonna. You're not his fan. You're not a fan.
Blake Griffin gave
us a signature.
And that was nice of Blake Griffin.
DeAndre Jordan was cool. Money to do that?
Well, he didn't pay anything, but but it is extra.
It's at their office though. If you think of it that way,
they're basketball players. They don't have to take anything.
But
to
I
you.
agree with you at the restaurant part. They're a human being like all of us,
Yeah,
right? It's
okay,
like, do I feel like being dealt with or like dealing with like fans at that point? No, but
especially
right after a
lose,
game, and I agree with you. I agree.
Because they're not selling anything to you. Like I don't know.
I ain't anything. I'm just saying, you know, just.
Listen,
Okay.
I would say I would be mad if you took
It's similar because
Well, I'll say this: to come out 2 minutes later, oh, okay, I gotta go. All right, come on, bro. I would actually appreciate it more if you.
Oh yeah, you don't have to get dick about it. Yeah, I agree.
There you go. Now I'm about to say, I'd actually appreciate it more if you just told me up front.
And it is kind of similar because like the same way like you pay like extra for the meet and greet to catch the artists when they come out of their dressing room or whatever, like when they wait to the tour bus or whatever. Same way you catch the basketball players. Like
but you're not paying.
extra.
I guarantee you that if you buy that ticket, it's not saying the players will stop for you. That's not what it's saying.
That's true. That's true too.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
I get it. I get what you're saying, but like, I just in situations like that, I feel like you gotta leave players alone. Because if I was famous like that after I got finished playing a game, whatever, and then people wanted to talk to me, I was like,
oh
away
man,
from
when
me.
we hit this podcast, Big Aaron's not signing autographs.
Please do not talk to me in public. Don't talk to me. It's like no, I mean, I don't have a problem with talking to people and like quick small talk. Like if I see somebody famous, I would like. See the hey, and that would be it. But some
I'm a
people
judge
go
who it is before I ask them.
Don't go in there with a camera and let's take a picture. Like I feel like that's extra. Unless if you're having a conversation with them and you guys are
Aaron, you would be the worst famous person.
No, I would not. I
would. The worst. You'd be
it's
like,
I
don't want nothing to do with this.
That's not true. Because I can talk to people. I might not like it, but if somebody bad enough on the talk to me,
you would get annoyed.
I
would get annoyed. I'd be like, I'm done with this. I've already seen Billy 4 times.
I wouldn't say all that though. I just
No, like I mean, you see people. If you're famous, you're seeing everybody and their mother so many times in your life. It probably gets annoying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate on that side. Like, if I was famous and going through that, that's a lot.
Dang, I feel like you'd be a nice famous person, Kurt.
I mean, it's a lot. It's
like,
and
you just think about it from even if you don't have anxiety, like everybody has a bad day where like, yo, do not talk to me. Like, you know, like.
How are this girls? I've never seen her perform. How are her like performances? You say it kind of it's bad.
Kind of dry. And her personality is really like very like reserved. She doesn't.
She's very. I'm summerwalker. I do music. I perform.
Because I feel like a lot of the music industry now, because like some of the DJs I like to listen to, like Pretty Lights and stuff, all their music's free. Because they know all their money, a lot of it's coming from the live shows.
Yeah, right.
Stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
That's an important aspect of it.
Right.
I'd say quit the meet and greets and try to focus more on the actual shows.
Right.
You know, like Adele's not putting out a huge dance number or anything. She's a good singer.
Exactly. No, you
know, that's what people are paid for, and she's not jumping around doing everything.
But if she wanted to dance, I'd watch.
I watched it. Alright.
Well, I love Adele.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, shout out to Adele.
Shout out to Skepta. He dated Adele.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Skepta.
That's what the rumor was.
Oh.
That was funny.
Grease. He does Grease, right? He says that.
That's something like that.
That's not. That is Skepta. Because that was when Skepta ended up on Drake's album.
My bad. Well, I know he had that gigs down there too.
Oh yeah, gigs.
The albums can only go so far.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Especially
you make no money off streams.
The touring's the thing.
That's how you get new fans. That's how you make the money.
If you like money, then you're gonna have to get good at this. I mean, you kind of just have now. You can't make money off streams or anything like that. Like, what is a stream?
You can see some people that truly love to perform. He's like, look at Timberlake and Bruno Mars and stuff, and their tickets are like priced accordingly.
Crazy,
you know, because everyone wants to go see them. It's a great show.
The show, yeah.
Right.
And if you're not performing at that level, I'm not saying everyone has to.
Right. Yeah, right.
You're selling a $20 ticket.
For the ticket. It's not like because Bruno or Justin Timberlake had a good show that they can set that standard of ticket prices that she can sell it for the same price. It's not the same.
No,
at all.
she definitely can.